Today's episode of the Just Keep Swimming podcast is brought to you by Audible. Audible is an online audiobook and podcast service offering over 10,000 books and the ability to listen to your favorite podcasts, including the Just Keep Swimming podcast. I personally use Audible all the time and suggest you take a listen to Intentional Living by John C. Maxwell. In this book, Mr. Maxwell shares his story on how he was able to live a noble and purposeful life and gives you tips and tricks so you can do the same. So please start your 30-day free trial now at www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast, all lowercase. Again, that is www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast. And if you have any more questions or concerns for the Just Keep Swimming podcast, you're always welcome to reach out to us on Facebook or at Instagram at justskeepswimming_podcast, or you can email us at jkspodcast702@gmail.com. And with that out the way, let's dive into it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Just Keep Swimming podcast. This is your friend, your boy, your host, Mr. Adrian Jackson, and we back at it again with another great episode for you. And you already know who's with me. It's Mr. 13 dropping the hot beats for the city, and he's also going to jump on the end of this recording today. So please make sure you guys check out his portion as well, because he has some amazing affirmations for you guys coming up. But today I just kind of want to discuss something that I know I do to myself a lot, and I feel if I do it, I know other people do it. And that is, stop being so hard on yourself. You know, love yourself for who you are. I feel a lot of times that a lot of us, we just beat ourselves up, or, we hold ourselves back because we believe that we're not good enough for this, or we're not great enough for that, or we're not in our life where we should be to be able to do this, that, and the third. And I just want to say that that's not true. You know what I'm saying? You're an amazing being. Like, you're here on earth for a reason. One little audio or little thing I heard on YouTube a few times recently is talking about the chances of you being born are so great that we just truly don't understand it. Let's go back to genetics. When you first went to your mom's stomach, you had to start off with sperm from your dad. And they say that, every time that a male releases sperm, he releases almost over 1 million sperm cells. And you're the one who made it into the egg, and you're the one that made it so you can walk. All those other ones didn't make it, but you did make it. So that should just show you that right off bat that you're a miracle. You're amazing. Like, you are truly, like the rare feat that people thought couldn't happen. You already that. You already did it. You already made it. So I just want to say that, don't be so hard on yourself. Love yourself for the way you are. And there's just some other points I want to throw out there. I came up with this the other night. Everybody looks up to somebody, and you have no idea who's looking up to you. Everybody, as long as you influence anybody, run to anybody in your lifetime, you never know who looks at you and be like, this person got it all together. I want to be like this person, or I want to walk the path that they're walking, or I want certain aspects that this person has. So you're doing great, because people do admire you. Maybe you don't see it, maybe you don't always know it, but people do admire you. And if you have kids, you already know your kids admire you for sure. And their kids try to be like mommy and daddy all the time. So, somebody's always looking up to you. So that lets you know that you are doing good. You are a role model for somebody. Even if you don't feel like you should be where you should be in life, you are a role model, and you're doing great in this world. Another point I want to bring up right now is do what you feel like you need to do. Stop holding back. Stop pushing back. I feel, I always hear all the time how people always say, I'm going to wait until this happens before I start doing that. I'm going to wait for the kids to graduate school before I go back to school. I'm going to wait until football season is over to start working out again. Or I'm going to wait until I feel a certain way before I take a certain action. And I'm here to say that, you know what, that feeling may never come, and you should probably just take that action right now. because if it's in your feeling to take that action, then you should be taking that action. Whether it's going to the gym, whether it's start to write the book, oh, I'm gonna wait until my vocabulary is better before I start speaking on a microphone. Well, guess what, guys? My vocabulary is terrible, and I know it. I'm working on it. But at the same time, I didn't wait to say, oh, I'm gonna make sure I have perfect, clear speech before I even start recording my voice or doing a podcast. I just came to the point of, you know what? I'm just gonna start tackling it right now, and over time I'll get better and better, and then at some point I'll be a master at it. Like, you can't say, oh, I'm gonna wait until I feel ready to work before I go to work, because if you do that, one, you might not ever be ready to work, and then two, your bills ain't gonna get paid. So you have to get up and get moving. So yeah, that's my challenge for you. Just get up and go do it right now. You keep saying, oh, I'm gonna wait until I feel a certain way before I start going to the gym. No, get up and go to the gym right now. I'm gonna wait for more life experience before I start to write this song or become a rapper or whatever it is. Do it right now. Start writing your music right now. Start painting your painting. Start walking the walk. Start taking those steps that you need to take right now to become where you want to be. One of my favorite expressions, I think I heard it from John Maxwell. He talks about, what is the life that you want to live? You need to picture the life that you want to live and see the things that you're going to be doing in that life. And the things that you're going to be doing, you can start doing it right now. So what type of person do you want to be in the future? Do you want to be a giver? Do you want to help out the poor? Then start right now. Start helping out the poor. You don't have to give millions of dollars to the poor. You can still start volunteering. You can start helping out. Do you want to be a teacher or a mentor and start mentoring the young? Start mentoring the young right now. Go mentor your nieces, your nephews, your sons, your cousins, people that are just younger than you, people that you just randomly see in the street. You can just always drop advice and start being a mentor. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start being, one day I'm gonna be a great wife. Start practicing being a great wife right now. Yes, I know you might have a ring on your finger, but at the same time, that doesn't mean you can't love your man or your husband or your girl or whatever it is the way that you feel that as a wife, this is how I would love somebody. Love them right now. Let them know that it's there. So yeah, stop holding back and stop waiting for the perfect time, because that perfect time may never come. And actually, the perfect time to start is right now, at this moment. So yeah, let's do it right now, and let's take that time. And last but not least, just love yourself, forgive yourself, be happy for who you are, for where you're from, for your background, for your culture, for your skin tone, for your height, for the smell of your feet and the length of your nails and your toes, and how your hair grows and how your stomach gets messed up if you eat too much bacon, which is me. But love yourself for who you are in all aspects, shapes, and forms. Don't beat yourself up at all, because like you said, you're rare that you're here. The chance of you being here is like 1 in a million, and you beat those odds already. So who's not to say that you can't beat the odds again and again and again? And you can't beat the odds if you're beating yourself up, can you? No, you can't fight 2 battles at one time. So the best thing to do right now is to love yourself, so you can truly face the battle that the world is trying to get you to go to right now, so you can get through that next level. Because if you don't love yourself, the world's not going to love you. You get back what you put in, and if you're not putting love into yourself, you're not going to get love back from anybody. So you have to truly love yourself in all aspects, ways, shapes, and forms. And it's kind of interesting, because I was listening to a TED Talk today, and they were talking about addicts, and they were talking about how people who are usually addicted to something like cocaine or PCP, who knows, the super hard drugs, the ones that cost a needle. And they talk about how a lot of our programs to reform them are bad, because we lock them up, we try to make them come clean, but then after they come clean, we force them to, we won't never let them be themselves or truly be loved the way they should be loved. They're always labeled. They always have these things over their head that say, well, you're this, you're that, you're this and that. And they talked about how in another country they got to the point of, if they're an addict or whatever, we're not trying to throw them in jail. We're trying to show them love, because the more love that they feel, the less they're going to try to escape from reality that they're in, and they're going to accept the reality more and love their reality more. So start loving people the way they are. Start loving yourself the way you are. Because the more you love yourself the way you are, the more accepting of yourself that you're going to be, and the world will be of you, And even if the world is not accepting of you, at least you know that you love yourself. So yes, let's love yourself, because somebody's looking up to you. You know, you can start that right now. You can start chasing your dreams at this very moment. You can start it right now. You can start loving yourself right now, unconditionally. You know, pure, true, unconditional love for yourself. Can you do that? I know you can. I believe you can. I know that you can. No question, doubt in my mind at all. Because you know what? I'm trying to practice it myself. I'm still growing. But it is very possible because you know what? I love myself. I'm happy for who I am. I love my body. I love my hair. I love my smile. I love the freckles on my face. Like I said, I love the pain in my legs. I love my cooking skills. I love the way I stutter. I love everything about myself, start to finish. I'm still growing. I'm still going to get there. I still have a long way to go, but I love myself for where I am right now. So let's love yourself, people. And I'm going to have 1-3 wrap this up. I know he has another great message and maybe some affirmations for you guys. So passing the mic, here comes Mr. 1-3.
Toi. It's back on the mic again. Thanks for that intro, brother. So yeah, what's up, guys? I have a little bit of message to kind of go along with that, to kind of continue off of loving yourself, because you definitely deserve it. Like Adrian said, you are here for a reason. So I just wanted to start off by saying, like, you should be believing in yourself and knowing that you can get to where you are. Notice the abilities that you have and what you possess already, and just continue to be that. And if you know that you can get somewhere and you're trying to get somewhere, just say that you already are. You know, kind of what people say, like time is a construct, or, you know, we could even relate it to God, because, you know, they say he lives outside of time. He just is. I am who I am. I am thee. I am he. So basically what that kind of like hit to me recently, especially just going through therapy and things of the such, you know, I need to be more confident in my abilities and who I am in general. Like I noticed that, you know, when I get social anxiety, but when I perform, especially like at work or when I'm hanging out with friends, when I'm comfortable, like I'm an excellent social person. I can talk, I can converse, I can make people feel good, safe, but why, and I kind of go question myself, like, why do I feel so socially anxious, you know? And, you know, it just comes to the fact that I need to recognize what I already possess and extrapolate upon that. Just bring that out and like solidify that in my core and be confident and believe that I already am. I was at work, I believe like last week or the week before, and I had this client come in and I was building this account for him. And, you know, we just kind of like hit it off. He liked my vibe, I liked his vibe. And he, you know, I asked him a question. I was like, okay, well, do you have like any business tips and stuff like that? Because he's been doing his business for the last 20 years. And one of the things he said, like, you know, you got to work for it, you got to make sacrifices. But, you know, like a little bit after that, he pulls out his phone and he was like, yeah, I say this every day. And it was just a list of affirmations, a whole bunch of list of I ams. And I was like, oh, wow, okay, well, I need to honestly start doing that again. And I was like, well, how long when did you notice the differences from saying that every morning when you started doing that back in 2005? And he said, I started noticing like differences within a month. And from that day, like I just started writing a list of what I want to be. Another piece of advice that my therapist gave me was create like a vision board, because she was telling the story of her friend where she had a vision board and she completed every single thing on that vision board within like a couple years, whether it was the car, whether it was the house, whether it was the partners that she got with, whether it was the job, the happiness, whatever she put on that board, she ended up getting. And I think that's really powerful. And in tandem with that vision board, she put affirmations all around the house where she would normally be, whether it was like in the drawers, or she put something in her freezer. When she would open up, she would see it, or, you know, around the kitchen, the bathroom, like a sticky note in the bathroom, just to see that and remind yourself every day that, you know, I am this, I can do this. There's something powerful about the way of words, and I believe that you should say that out loud. There's a lot of power in the tongue. So start saying that out loud, and also to yourself, for yourself. You're also a person. So with that being said, I just want to say some of the affirmations that I started, a little over a week ago, and to kind of give some basis, I wrote out an initial list, and every time something does pop in to my mind, I add it to the list. I usually add something probably, every other day to every day, just because something pops up, just because of life experiences. I just want to share this with you. You can use some of it, give you some ideas, but I believe this is something really powerful that you should start putting into yourself to make yourself more confident, to make yourself love yourself more, to realize the things about you that may not always be to the forefront. So put that to the forefront so you can actually start living that out and pushing that energy out into the world for you and for those around you. So I put, I am with God. I am guided by Jesus. I am in peace. I am love. I am wise. I am driven. I am courageous. I am full of energy. I am creative. I am intelligent. I am purposeful. I am full of personality. I am full of life. I am intuitive. I am resourceful. I am one with abundance. I am sound in health. I am a dreamer. I am living my visions. I am a great judge. I am graceful. I am successful. I am surrounded with healthy relationships. I am attracting the love of my life. I am blessed. I am free of worry. I am obedient to the Lord. I am highly favored. I am doing the righteous actions. I am pursuing positive change. I am protecting just people. I am confident. I am protected. I am free of sin. I am inspirational. I am of healing energy. I am calm. I am persevering. I am loved. I am truthful. I am respected. I am heard. I am kind. I am humble. I am adaptable. I am cleansed. I am holy. I am rested. I am reasonable with those who love. I am brave. I am fit. I am formidable. I am victorious. I am respectful. I am sociable. I am relaxed. I am a catch. I am chosen. I am valued. I am worthy. I am responsible. I am on top of the building. I am unique. I am Donovan. So, those are the affirmations that I've been putting every day. And I was actually hanging out with a friend of mine, and I was telling her about it. And we was listening to this Playboi Carti song, and it's one of my favorite songs from his album Die Lit, and it's called Top. But the main chorus of the song is I'm on top of the building. I'm on top of the building. I'm on top of the building. But for me, it just hits different. It just, I am at the top. I am where I need to be. I am full of myself in a sense, not to the point where I'm too cocky, but I believe in myself so much that I'm on top of my life. And it doesn't always have to be so serious. Every time I see it, I kind of just chuckle a little bit because, wow, you wouldn't expect that to be an affirmation, especially for the reason. But it makes me feel good, and who's to say you can't have fun in the journey of loving yourself and believing in yourself and being who you are and finding what that is. So with that, I just want to leave just believe in yourself, just trust yourself, and learn who you are and learn to be just that, and understand that you're going to constantly change and you won't be stuck in the same place forever. Whether that's a high, a low, or a mid, you're going to change and you're going to be who you are. So just take it, earn it, and show it out. On that note, I just want to thank you guys for listening. You can follow us on, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can, if you have anything you want to say, you can send it to jkspodcast@702@gmail.com. excuse me, jkspodcast702@gmail.com. LOL. But yeah, and also remember to sign up for a free Audible month to get your free credit and listen to some books. I know we're gonna, bring up an episode and talk about some of the books that we talked about, or that some of the books that we read. I just picked up one, or I went to Barnes & Noble. Honestly, that place is really cool. I don't know, just for me, but I thoroughly enjoyed looking around, and I honestly found this vinyl album of To Pimp a Butterfly, and I could not let that go, as well as just some of the other books that I picked out. But look forward to that. Go ahead and get that free subscription for a month. And just enjoy, pick out something you want and go ahead and listen to it. With that being said, I hope you have a wonderful morning, a blissful afternoon, and an amazing evening. And remember, just keep swimming.